Hey guys, it's Kelly. Hey, just a quick, just over 10.5 minutes here of a share for an art journal thing that I started. So it's a smaller page, it's not a regular size page, and I didn't record from the beginning. So it's a watercolor paper that I gessoed. I used some water and some gelatos, and then that's the napkin that I used, but I love that black one so much, and I didn't want to waste a bit of it. So I used the second layer of the napkin that you could still see that pattern through. I love that pattern. I love how subtle it is, and my background colors with my gelato still showed through, and I wound up just using Mod Podge to put it on there. So that just kind of brings you up to date with what we had missed. So, and I just played with the gelatos on there in water and a paintbrush, and then I found my direction and added some more vibrant stripes on there because I found the direction I wanted to do, and I needed some color right in that spot where it's at. So yeah, so I just cut off the excess on there, but I love those napkins. Thank you, Kim Reed. I'm using the napkins. I don't show everything, but I'm using everything that you sent me, and I just love it. So the modeling paste, I decided I wanted to use with this new heart stencil, and I didn't want to just slap a stencil on there. I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I wanted to show it as a broken heart, and all broken hearts can be mended. I'm perfectly happy, guys. This isn't like any reflection of me having a broken heart or anything. I just thought it was cool just to show a broken heart and to show that there's always hope to mend a broken heart when somebody's made a mistake. That's just life, right? It's just the way it goes. So I just used my Worn Lipstick Ink Dabber Re-Inker. Ink Dabber. It's my Distress Ink Pad Re-Inker. Just to make some pink colored molding paste. Oh my god, I always mess that up. Even though I just looked at it, I already forgot. I swear I can't remember anything. So I'm just smearing it on there. And I just used some masking tape to kind of hold it still where I wanted that half of the broken heart to be down. And I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. It all just kind of came together. I like how it turned out. It's not my favorite thing I've done, but it's still kind of cool, kind of different. Did some hand drawing on there and some doodling. And I mean, not doodling by measure of the way other people I've seen doodling, which is like, whoa, that's crazy doodling. I would lose my patience so quick. But I love it when it's done. I love how it looks. But I tend to lose my patience with it pretty quick. But so, and right there I'm just fixing a little spot where the paste had gone through underneath the stencil. It's no big deal. You can fix that easy. No problem. So, and then I just kind of mess around with it, and then there's gotta clean that off first, otherwise it'll get all junky. But the other side had a little bit of time to dry. I think I tucked the kids in or something by the time I come back and do the other half. So I just use my masking tape and lay the other half down. Here it goes. It's still wet, you know, but it's workable. It's workable. You just got to be careful with it. So, and I barely made it with the paste that I colored and put together there. I used like every last tiny bit of it. I almost had to go get a spatula and like scrape it off the palette. It's funny. Anyway, I usually way overdo it, so I was really glad. I was like, oh, I measured that just right. So, and the pink's okay, but I wind up not really liking it too much and messing with it a little bit. But so there it is. And obviously I need to outline it somehow, and because it's not real clear what it is. So as you can tell, I hand drew that jagged broken heart. But you know, lately I've been trying to challenge myself with hand drawing more things. So there you go. I'm not real happy with how the whole jagged thing turned out, but you know, if it's messy, it's messy. So here I just wind up just using berry red paint. First I tried with some metallic gunmetal color, I think, in there, and I didn't like that. So I wound up just painting all of the inside with red. And I wasn't like too anal about it. It was okay if it hit some of the paste. I wasn't really all that freaked out about that. I was just kind of painting it in with the pretty red. And darn it, I thought that some of this got cut out, guys, because you don't really have to sit here and watch me paint this, but because, you know, I'm right-handed and the video's on the right and it just kind of covers everything, so you can hardly even see what I'm doing here. So, but tonight I'm going to be making some more charms after I do this video, because I don't know, I'm just really into that. It's kind of like, you know, like vacuuming is like an instant gratification type thing. You see the lines in the carpet and you feel, something is done and it's instant gratification. I think that's why I'm really liking the charms, because it takes so little time, and you make something really, really pretty that's so usable on so many different levels, and nice gifts to give, and people always like getting them. And they're not super expensive either, so I think I'll be making some more of those. And then while we're watching this boring stuff, I've got another project that my mother actually asked me to do for a very dear friend of hers. I'm going to be doing a pretty elaborate mini for a friend of hers as a gift. So I'll try to record that as I go, because I haven't done one of those in quite some time. So it'll be real close to the Mariposa one that I did about 2 years ago. It was a long time ago. It's a lot of work, but it's fun. So here I'm just kind of adding a little bit of red, just really roughly with a paintbrush that had very little paint on it, just brushing it over the pink. And then it wound up looking like guts. It got a little gory looking. And that wasn't my intention. I wanted it to be soft and pretty, and it wasn't working. So, but anyway. So, and I wound up, as you can see, I used a Sharpie, by the way, just a black Sharpie to outline that and outline all the little graphics in the heart. It's just a simple black Sharpie. I just drew all around it and then just outlined it with my black gelato. And oh, I was drinking wine that night. That got me. That's funny. Oh well. You can probably hear my kiddos in the background because they're still awake. It's not that late. So I was just showing you some of the details that I put in there. It didn't do me any good because they wound up all disappearing. So I just stamped that out. It can be mended on white cardstock, and then just edged it with archival ink because I knew I was going to put some kind of medium over it. I wasn't sure what I was going to use, but I knew something was going on top of it just to seal it all in. So, and I realized that, you know, sometimes they start to move around, so I just wanted to use some of my quick dry Scotch adhesive to glue it down first before I used whatever medium I chose. And I really like the medium that I did choose. I'm not sure how fast it goes, but it's the glossy medium and varnish by Liquitex. I really like that stuff. It's like magic when you put it on your projects because your colors shine through. So yeah, it's the gloss medium and varnish. That's awesome, just awesome stuff. Really love that stuff. I used a little too much, but it actually wound up giving me even more texture on it when I dabbed it with, after I spread it all on, after I dabbed it with a baby wipe. And I think that's still in the video too, so watch out. But that's a little too much of that for this area. And so just so you know, it takes very little of that. So I way overdid it. And you can tell it's just pushing all around. I did not need that much. So, and that stuff isn't cheap either, so I was kind of pissy that I wasted some of it, but I didn't waste a lot of it. So, and then some of those colors were getting picked up in the varnish, which was okay. It was okay. So, and I wound up just there it is with the baby wipe. I was just kind of slapping it because I liked how it was kind of getting little peaks in it, and kind of ended it with that. And then I came back later and made a few changes to it that you'll notice in the still pictures. I came back and did some white doodling in the black because the black was just a little bit too intense for me, the black outline. So you can see I added some of my white pen in there and just scribbled over it just to cover some of that. And I'm just showing you that beautiful background there and how that napkin just left a real faint design. I just love that. And And I stickled it too, because, you know, when in doubt and something's not turning out, just make it sparkle and you wind up liking it more. So I put some icicle stickles on all of the inside elements of the heart. And you can see a little bit, but not too much. My lighting is terrible. It's all glared on that. But there it is. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. That will be going in my art journal, but we shall see. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I always appreciate your comments, and more to come.